who we are and not on what we are, we find that God begins to answer our prayers. And God begins to bless us. And God begins to lead us. And God begins to direct us. It's only when we look at our relationship as a what relationship is when we begin to lose power and lose place with God. What we are is flawed and sometimes sinful people. Don't shake your head this way when I get to the good points. There's not one of us here this morning that does not have things in their life that's imperfect. And when we base our relationship on that, our whole relationship with God and our fellow Christians is flawed. It's based on a structure that will not stand. But when my relationship is based on who I am, the Son of the living God, it is a solid foundation. It is a solid relationship. And God blesses me not because of what I am, but who I am. I have 2 sons. And 2 daughters. I got to go visit with the daughters a little while last night. We had a blast. Had a lot of fun. My 2 sons, my 2 daughters, when they need help, can I say this and every parent in here understand this? When they make a stupid mistake and get in trouble, it irritates me. Am I the only parent that feels that way? Look at it. It does. It irritates me. Brother Jamie, the first thing that crosses my mind is, they ought to know better than that. But that's what I think when I think of what they did and all of that. When it comes right down to it, when they make stupid mistakes, Brother Jackie, I still help them if I'm available to. Why? Because they are my sons and daughters. I have an obligation as a parent to help them if I'm available to help them. Now, I'm telling you, somebody right here ought to shout. When we sin or we mess up and we make a mistake, God is not sitting up in heaven looking at us going, "Are you ignorant, stupid thing? Why did you do that?" That's not what His relationship with us is based on. His relationship with us is based on who we are, not what we are and what we did. And He is there to help us and to pull us out of that based on who we are. We are His sons and His daughters. And no key in the kingdom of heaven is opened without that bloodline tied to Him. You see, we're not allotted things in heaven because of how good we are and how smart we are and how pretty we are, how righteous we are, how, y'all getting this? We're afforded things from heaven because we have a relationship with the Father. A blood relationship. Jackie's got 3 boys. And kind of makes me jealous because I only had 2. But I did have 2 pretty girls that he didn't have. So we're even. 2 girls makes up for 1 son. Thank God they took after their mama. That's right. Brother Jackie has 3 sons. Now listen to me. When those sons work for him, they're afforded things that other employees aren't afforded. Brother Joe back there, if he runs a rig for Jackie, it's hard to use you guys, ain't it? He runs the rig for Jackie. Guess what happens? If somebody else comes out there and runs that rig, somebody that's not a son, they don't make the money that Joe does. You know why? Even though they're the same what, they're not the same who. They're You want to preach the rest of this? How did you know that's where I was at? There are benefits to being a son of God that is not afforded anyone else. Folks, you need to get this. The rest of this series of messages on the keys of the kingdom will not amount to a hill of beans if you don't get this one. This key is the most powerful key there is, and we need to quit praying through our what relationship and start praying through our who relationship. God is not going to answer our prayers because we're a pastor or even because we're in need. He's going to answer our prayers because we call on that relationship of being a son of God. We can look at God and honestly say, Lord, I know I'm not entitled to this because I'm a sinful man. But I am entitled to this because I am your son and you promised it to me. And I can see the light coming on in some of you. Some of you, I'm not sure you pulled the string yet. I want to show you something. I want to show you. Let me ask this question. Am I the only one that notices how divided the different churches are? How much divided the Baptists and the Methodists and the Church of Christ and the Church. Everybody's doing their own thing and doing. Anybody else notice that? We don't give me about 5 minutes to let me show you why. How many of you give me 5 minutes to finish this message?